All right. Well, good morning. My name is Meagen Dennison, and I am the Family and Community Health Extension Agent in Karnes County. And I appreciate you joining us for Focus Fridays with D11 at 11. Today, I would like to talk to you a little bit about mindful living and specifically coping with stress. I cannot believe that today is already May 1st. And I think we would all agree that the last few months have been very stressful for everyone in many different ways. So today I chose to come to one of my quiet places. This is a place where I'm not distracted by others. My daughter is not with me, so I don't have to attend to the needs of her. But I can just focus on myself a little bit and work on reducing some stress and doing an exercise that I'm going to share the steps with you, and then we'll even post the verbiage of it later for you to read through if that's something that would be useful to you. So mindfulness is just bringing your attention to your body, your mind, and your thoughts. And so there are some different ways that we can achieve that. And then our, of course, goal is hopefully to cope with the stress that we're facing and just reduce it, find ways to maybe beat it so we can try to be mindful before we get very stressed out. So I think something that you probably all also know is that stress affects our bodies in many ways. So it can affect our bodies physically, mentally, emotionally. It can lead to, poor choices like eating unhealthy things that otherwise maybe we wouldn't have eaten, excessive spending, drinking alcohol or using other substances of whatever kind, to, maybe smoking, just to cope with the stress or deal with it. And so those all, of course, are not healthy ways of dealing with it. So anyways, another thing, and this is something that I kind of personally struggle with a lot, is worrying. Worrying can induce stress. And so I have found that when I do start to worry about things, especially things that I don't have control over or things that are going to happen in the future, my heart tends to race. And so I experience some of the physical ways that stress affects us. And so anyways, that's something that I have to be very mindful about myself. So practicing mindfulness, it just requires that we try to remove distractions. So like for me, I told you I came to my quiet place, and so I don't have any distractions here. I can just listen to the sounds of nature and listen to the water. I don't know if you can hear it flowing in the background and the birds, and focus on my body. And so the exercise that I mentioned is called a body scan. And so what you do is you just focus on one part of your body, and then you kind of move through your body. So let's say we start with our toes. Well, you just start focusing on your toes, and you don't think about anything else, but you think about the feeling of your toes. Sometimes we don't realize we're so busy, caught up in everything else that we have going on in our mind. We're not even aware of our body. And so if you can start focusing on specific parts of your body, that actually even helps to reduce tension and muscle tightness that you just really didn't even realize was there. So when you're doing a body scan, if you can be sitting or lying down, that's the best position. And then try to be in a place where you aren't going to be distracted by other things. If you find that you do get distracted, acknowledge the distraction and then go back to being mindful of your body and whatever part you're focusing on. And so if you just start at your toes and you can work your way up your body, or start at the top of your head and work your way down, you can take as much time as you need to do that. But it just really helps to focus on your body, kind of stop thinking about the other things that you're stressed about or that you have on your mind. And it really just gives you some time to kind of reconvene and recollect yourself. So that is something that I have found to be very, very helpful. I know that, everybody's quiet place probably looks different, but I think that it's important that we do that for ourselves, especially especially moms, I think we have a tendency to put everyone before ourselves, and then there's no time left to take care of us. And so it's just really important to remind yourself that if you aren't taken care of, then you can't really take care of everybody else to the best that you otherwise would have been able to. So consider that. I would challenge you to find some very specific time where you're not distracted, in a quiet place, even if it's your closet. I mean, whatever you have to do. Just have some time for yourself. Practice doing the body scan. It's not something you have to do in front of other people if you feel uncomfortable about it. But I think that it's something that will be very helpful to you, and something that you will find that you enjoy, because it kind of gives you back some me time. So if you have questions, please feel free to post those in the comments, and we can get to those when you post them.